Hi there folks, virtual quiz for tonight, 15th of April, 8 p.m. And what I've done with this quiz, by the way, I pre-recorded it, okay? So you can write down a reference on a bit of paper, or you can just pause the video, rewind, okay? Because a lot of people like what I've done with the guitar, so I thought I'd try and do the guitar, get that sounding right, okay? So 20 questions, no cheating, just a bit of fun, okay? So here we go, intro, question number one. I'm going to play an intro to a song. What's the song called? Intro number one. Once again, intro to a famous song, question number one. There you go, what do you reckon? Right, intro, question number two. So question two, going to play an intro to a famous song. Can you tell me the name of this song? I think that one's not too bad at all. Right, in at three, intro number three. So question number three, can you tell me the name of this song? Three. Hey, what do you think that song was called? The intro to a famous song. And we'll do one more. So question number four, intro to a famous song. Question number four, can you name this song? One more time. Question number four, intro to a famous song. What's the song called? What do you reckon that song was called? Question number four. So, like I say, this quiz is pre-recorded, folks, so you can rewind back or just write a reference. And do you know what? I'm a massive Bond fan. I love the old Bond movies, and it's coming out in November, all being well. Right, I've tried to make this week's a little bit easier for you. I don't know, we'll see how you get on, okay? So we'll move on. Like I say, pre-recorded, you can stop, pause this quiz if you want. Right, let's move on. So question number five. Question number five, name the famous actor who starred in the film George and the Jungle. Question number two, can you name the famous actor who starred in the film George and the Jungle? That's question five. First and second name, please, okay? First and second name, please. Can't believe this guy's going to be 80 years old this week. 80 years old. My God, he's still got his own hair, not like me. God damn. Fourth week in lockdown, eh? God, it's just flown by and you do nothing. Right, question number six. Question number six, which frog was the master of ceremonies on the Muppets show? Six, which famous frog was the master of ceremonies on the Muppets show? Spoil or what? Yeah, I've got my mate with me tonight, Warwick. He said, can I come in on the video? I said, as long as you keep quiet, mate, no yakking, yeah? Hey, Die Hard 15's coming out. He's about 75. Die Hard 5. Right, so we're trying to spoil this week, okay? No cheating, no. Seven. Question number seven. More than 1/3 of all the executions in the USA take place in which state? Question number seven. More than 1/3 of all the executions in America take place in which US state? I've got my own inklings about that one. But you're watching that Tiger King. Tremendous on Netflix. Awesome, innit? I reckon he's in there for a long time. I think he isn't coming out. And I'll be watching that thing. It's on tonight, a 3-part thing. Quiz, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Ingram chap. I remember when that came out, when it first came out, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And I clocked that after about a year. I said, there's someone cheating on this. Right, here's a bit of a tricky one for you. Politics. So well done if you get this one right. Question number eight. Question number eight. Who did David Cameron succeed as leader of the Tory party? Okay, so question number eight. Question number eight. Bit trickier. 8. Who did David Cameron succeed as leader of the Tory party? What do you reckon? I'll tell you who you might know. Yeah, Gorgeous George. Yeah, Gorgeous George Clooney. He's my next door neighbour, believe it or not, George Clooney. Well, my third neighbour. His name's George Clooney, but it's a different George. Okay? So that was a bit tricky. 8, yeah. Who did David Cameron succeed as the leader of the Tory party? So please remember what I've done. I've pre-recorded this quiz, so you can pause, go back and hear the question again, or write yourself a little reference to the answer, okay? But what I'll do next week, if I do one next week, I'm going to do a live quiz next week, but I'm not going to bother with the guitar next week. I'll just do 20 questions live, okay? Right, we're nearly halfway already. Question number 9. Question number 9. How can I words? Question number 9. Who was Les Dennis's famous partner? No longer with us. Question number 9. Les Dennis, who was his famous comedy partner? All right? Les Dennis. Question number 9. Who was Les Dennis's famous comedy partner? Yeah, you know who. You know who, don't you? Yeah. I'll tell you who would have a clue. Well, it was in the war. Yeah, yeah. Buster. Do you know what? No one ever knew his age. Do you know that? Google him. No one ever knew his age. It was a bit unthinking about his age. Right, we're halfway there. Question number 10. Wow. Okay, question number 10. Bit tricky. 10. What is the most expensive spice in the world? Question number 10. What is the most expensive spice in the world? I'm trying to give you a little clue here. Seven letters. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 letters, okay? So there's a little clue for you. 10. What is the most expensive spice in the world? 7 letters. So that's a bit of a tricky one, isn't it? I'll tell you who wouldn't know that. He definitely wouldn't know that, okay? So remember, at the moment, if you like the virtual quizzes, I know Bernie at the KK is doing one on a Friday night about 8 o'clock. So Bernard Logue, he's on my friends. Just check him out. And he's doing one this Friday, usually about 8 p.m, okay? So once again, it's pre-recorded, this quiz, so you can pause the question, you can go back and take your time. But don't cheat. If you're cheating, there's no point in bothering. Right, 11. Let's ease off the pressure. In at 11, TV 11. Which actor played Lister in Red Dwarf? 11. Question number 11. Name the actor who played the character Lister in Red Dwarf. You're on a roll now, aren't you? Yes, President, man. I kind of know that question. I'm quite good at the questions. You know that, man? Or someone give me a burger, baby. My tablets are wearing off. Right. Right. Question number 12, history. I'm going to be quite kind with this one. So question number 12, I can narrow this down. So question number 12, Queen Victoria, for how many years did she reign? Okay, 12. Queen Victoria, for how many years do you think she reigned? And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you 2 years either way. Okay? Good luck with that one. Tell you what now. Kirsty. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Kirsty. Warwick, what do you reckon? Okay. Yeah, Warwick. You're celebrating your birthday today, by the way. Many happy returns. If there's any cake going, please send it over. Okay, 13. 2 years either way. One. So 13, question number 13, snooker. 13, which snooker player appeared in 8 world finals in the 1980s? 1 of 3, isn't it? Question number 13, which snooker player appeared in 8 world finals in the 1980s? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't know. And I have got a prize, by the way. Hang on, is it here? I've got to go and get it. Come on, it is. Be back in 1 second. Hang on, don't go anywhere. I have got a prize, okay? Yeah, hang on, folks. There is a prize. Yes, there is a prize I'm going to give away. And the winning team will get these, okay? You know you're blessed. If I'm giving away Jaffa cakes, you are blessed, okay? That's for the winning team. Right, okay, back on track. Right, 14, question number 14. Which American city was Martin Luther King assassinated? 14. Which American city was Martin Luther King sadly assassinated. Wow, watched that documentary about him. Thoroughly decent chap. Yeah, I watched Spectre last night at the on the telly, ITV2. Great movie. I love the Bond films. I think Daniel Craig is superb. There you go. That's my own opinion. I know someone in Corby who would make a great Bond, but I'll say no names. Okay, 15. We're spoiling this week. Last week, some tricky... Yeah, I heard there were some tricky scores, not very good scores. There was a few got a lot, sort of 17 out of 25, 18. Well done to you. 15. The Hogwarts Express leaves the school from which London railway station? 15. The Hogwarts Express leaves for school from which London railway station? You're feeling confident at the moment, aren't you? But who is going to get them? Yeah? Who's going to get them? Who? Right, spoiling you again. 16, question number 16. What is the name of Fred Flintstone's wife? 16, Fred Flintstone. I nearly said it. What's the name of his wife? Oh, man. How you doing? Yeah, I wonder if he'll do any more Die Hard movies. Right, 17, a little bit trickier. Football. 17, a bit trickier. For all the football fanatics, 17, which Tottenham Hotspur player missed a penalty in the 1991 FA Cup final? 17, which Tottenham Hotspur player missed a penalty in the 1991 FA Cup final? That's a bit trickier, that one. Would you know, mate? I tell you, I don't think this guy would have a clue. And God just charged. You know, I ain't got a clue, man. I ain't got a clue. No, got a clue. I ain't got a clue. Right, we're nearly finished, see? Not hanging around, okay? That was a bit tricky, that one, 17. So well done if you get that one without cheating. Right, we're nearly home and dry. And then I'll give you the answers. 18, question 18. In which decade was the £1 coin introduced? 18. In which decade do you think the £1 coin was introduced? I don't know. Kushti. Can't believe he turned 80 and all. It's amazing, isn't it? Oh, Cliff Richard, he's going to be 80 this year, isn't he? It's amazing, old Cliffers. I've lost him. He's gone somewhere, mate. He's probably having his dinner playing tennis. Yeah, Warwick, he loves the old quizzes, as you know. So he said, can I listen in, John? I might use some of your questions on telly. I just hope they're right. By the way, last week I made a bit of a mess up with one of the questions. I tried to give you a little clue, but it came out wrong. About what was it? In which county would you find? Was it Basingstoke, Eastleigh? And then I said Alton, as in Alton Towers. But what I meant was it was the same spelling, Alton. Obviously, Alton Towers is in Staffordshire. So a bit of a mess up. I'll take that one, okay? Right, 19. Do you know what? I love Charles Dickens, and I never knew this. 19, question 19. Which notorious London prison featured in several of Charles Dickens' novels? 19. Which notorious London prison was featured in several of Charles Dickens' novels? I never knew that. So what I'll do, folks, we've got one more. All right, and then you can pause it if you want. I'm going to give the questions and the answers, okay? And then what you do on my Facebook page, just leave a comment how many you got out of 20, okay? But I think this week there will be some high scores. And please remember, Bernard Logue will be doing a virtual quiz this Friday about 8 p.m, which is the 17th, I believe. 17th, okay? He'll be doing some quiz questions for you. And there's loads of virtual quizzes on Facebook and on YouTube as well. Right, the final question then. The final question, television... Question 20, TV, 20 TV, so 20. Captain Snort and Sergeant Major Grout were characters in which children's TV show? 20. Captain Snort and Sergeant Major Grout were characters in which children's TV show? That was question number 20, okay? So some of you will have wrote down some little reference to the question. Some of you can pause the old video thing, all right? The video, go back, check the question again. But please don't cheat, okay? I know who would cheat him there, okay? And what I'll do is, I'm going to give you the questions and answers now, all right, to see how well you've done. Okay, so I'm going to give you the questions and answers now to see how well you've done. A lot of people said, please do the guitar thing, John. So that's why I've done it pre-recorded to make sure it was okay. I do believe this will be okay. But next one I'll do a live quiz, okay? So shall I do, I don't know, here, where are we? Here, Here I stand, head in hand, turn my face to the wall. If she's gone, I can't go home, feeling too small. Hey, you've got to hide your love away. Hey, you've got to hide your love away. Right, there we go, the Fab Four. Here we go with the questions and answers. So, question number one, intro to a famous song. It went like this. What was the song called? It was Runaway by Del Shannon. Okay, so question number one, the answer was Runaway by Del Shannon. Intro number two, question number two, played you an intro to a famous song. What was it called? The song was Take It Easy by the Eagles. Okay, I think they're quite easy really. So question number two, the answer was Take It Easy. Three, intro to a famous song. What was this song called? Question number three. So question number three, the answer was Starman by David Bowie. And the fourth one, question number four, intro to a famous song. What was it called, this one? Yeah, great song by Mr. John Lennon. The song was called Across the Universe by the Beatles. For all the Beatles fans, he played that in E flat. There you go. So well done. I think most of you might have done well on them. I'm hoping so. Right. So that was question four. Let's move on with the other answers then. So question number five. Remember the answers. Five. Which actor starred in George and the Jungle? It was Brendan Fraser. I didn't know that one, but the actor's name is Brendan Fraser. Remember, these are all 1 points, by the way. All 1 points if you get them right. Okay, 1 point. In at six, question six. Which frog was the master of ceremonies on the Muppet Show? It was Kermit, of course. Kermit was the answer. Well done. Right, seven, a bit trickier. Question number seven. More than 1/3 of all the executions in the USA take place in which American state? And the answer is Texas. Okay, Texas. Eight, question eight, politics, bit trickier. Who did David Cameron succeed as leader of the Tory party? Well done if you got this one right. It was Michael Howard. So well done if you got that one right. Question number nine, Les Dennis. Who was his famous comedy partner? No longer with us. Yep, Dustin G. Well done. See, I've spoiled you, haven't I? Right, 10, bit tricky. What is the most expensive spice in the world? So they say, 7 letters, saffron. So well done if you got that right, saffron. 11, TV, which actor played Lister in Red Dwarf? It was Craig Charles. You knew that one. Craig Charles. 12, question 12. Queen Victoria reigned for how many years? So I'll give you 2 years either way. She reigned for 63 years. Okay, 63 years. So I'll give you 2 years either way for a point. 13, question number 13. 13, which snooker player appeared in 8 World Finals in the 1980s? It was Steve Davis. Had to be. Steve Davis. 14, history. Which American city was Martin Luther King assassinated? I know you all got that one. It was Memphis. Well done. 15, the Hogwarts Express leaves for the school from which London railway station? It's King's Cross. Okay. 16, what is the name of Fred Flintstone's missus? It's Wilbur. Wilbur. So a possible 20 points up for grabs. 17, a bit trickier. All the football fanatics would get this one. 17, which Tottenham Hotspur player missed a penalty in the 1991 FA Cup final? Our mate from Leicester. Yeah, it was Gary Lineker. Well, so well done, you got that one, Gary Lineker. 18, question 18, which decade was the pound coin introduced? It was introduced in the 1980s. I think it was 1983. Right, 19, Charles Dickens. I've watched all these movies, but I didn't get this one right. 19, which notorious London prison was featured in several of Charles Dickens' novels? It was Newgate. Newgate. And 20, TV, Captain Snort and Sergeant Major Grout were characters in which children's TV show? And the answer is Campbellwick Green. Okay, Campbellwick Green. So you can top your scores, folks. Leave your scores out of 20 on my Facebook. Remember, any lower than 10, you get that. Okay, any lower than 10, you get that. Okay, ish. Well, I'll give you that. It's not a bad score. 10, it's halfway, right? But if you score 15, gorgeous George, I salute you. I salute you. Salute you big time there, fella. But if you get 20 or 20, you could be winning these, okay? I might have to ask you a tie-break question. So if you get 20 out of 20, you could be getting these coming through your letterbox, okay? But you know me. Look, sorry lads and lassies, they're gone. I've eaten them all, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this pre-recorded quiz. Like I say, the beginning was the guitar. Quite a few people liked that one. When I do my next one, that'll be a live quiz. I won't do the guitar, though. I'll just do a live quiz, okay? So great to have your company. Leave your comments how many you got out of 20. I think there'll be a lot higher scores this week. And remember, Bernie on Friday by 8 p.m. will be doing the quiz. And I always say it, stay safe out there. It's a jungle. Big thank you to all the key workers. Stay safe, amigos.